Hello guys, and welcome to my upgrade video. In this video I'm going to be talking to you about the little brake kit that I've bought and my upgrade from my standard is200 calipers and discs to LS400 ones. So if you didn't know, the is200 comes with 296mm discs, if I'm correct, as well as 2-pot calipers. These calipers are fairly renowned for sticking, which can lead to discs being warped and so forth, which is what I've currently got on mine. If you have an is200 and you haven't experienced it, you're very lucky, because I know there's a lot of guys that do, and it's really annoying. Daily driving, it's annoying when you're braking because it's just sticking and sticking. It's actually worse when it rains or on cold days, because in the morning sometimes it sticks so much that like the car won't actually move, or at times you'll really feel that one's really clamping down. So back to the important stuff. I've seen lots of videos online about the LS400 brake upgrade, but not too many over here in the UK. So if you're from the UK, this will help, because all of the parts I bought pretty much are UK available. Probably not UK based, but UK available. So they're all accessible for you. If you're not from the UK, then don't worry, because it's equally accessible. But I know that depending on where you live in the world, there's different stores and different people that offer these products. So the combination of parts I've used for the brake kit that I've got could be cheaper. I'll tell you about the prices as I run through and some of the other prices that I've seen, but mine approximately comes to just over £500, and this is what it comprises of. So the most important part of this obviously is the LS400 calipers. Just going to show you the ones I've got here. So they came in black. They've given them a pretty crappy painting over in this crisp gold. It's just a paint scheme that was already on the car's calipers. These have got gold flecking. I don't know if you can really see, but they're really good condition. These ones come with pads. They are used, but overall, very impressed. So I got these for 180. They were on eBay for 200. I like to go onto eBay and do bids. Yeah, it's not much, but it all adds up. So I got them down to 180. So these calipers, you can be very lucky and find a pair at the scrappies and probably get paid next to nothing for them. There's also some on eBay occasionally that are actually sold as a set with discs, normally used, for around $250. So I didn't pay the most expensive price, but I've definitely paid a fairly good price for them. But equally, the condition is excellent, so I can't complain. These are meant to be lighter than the standard calipers, and they're also 4-pot, so you've got more squeeze. And you've got the ability to fit bigger discs, which is what we're going to get onto next. So the discs for these calipers are 315mm, so that's a slightly nice little meaty upgrade. These ones I got from MTEC. I've always used them. The thing is with this is you can go 2 ends to the scale with this. You can spend little or a lot. So you can go for used pads and discs. Don't know who really does that, but you can if you're on a budget. But this is kind of, there's no kind of set price for this. I paid 160, which I think is fairly reasonable for a disc and pad combination. I've got MTEC pads. I wasn't really fussed about having anything too crazy. I know with the MTEC pads are pretty good for brake dust, so I'm not going to get sprayed with that rubbish all the time. And I just got a set of slotted and grooved discs. So I've got a set of very fishy smelling minty MTEC pads. Nice bit of life on those bad boys. Again, versus the standard caliper, there's a bit more surface area on these, which is always nice. And these will just be used for road use, really. This car's not for track. It's just for a nice, comfortable cruiser that we can do the odd little skid in. And there's the discs, the 350mm vented discs with the lovely slotted and dimpled design. So the kit combined, as I said, was 160. But with this kind of option, you can spend, you know, in excess of £200, depending on what you want for your setup, really. So there's one other very important bit, and that's the fitting kit. So without the fitting kit, you're going to be unable to fit the caliper onto the strut. Also, if you did manage to fit it on there somehow, it will also sit too low. So this is what the kit's for. So the kit that I've got is from Rank 1. I think Rank 1 is a universal brand, so you can pretty much buy it from anywhere. There's 2 main companies or individuals that you can buy the product from, although there's many more. The main 2 I know is Crest Motorsports and a guy called Mark Saws. which does Source Performance, which is Facebook based, I think. And they both do the kits. I got mine from Mr. Saws. It comes with your RCAs or your spacers. So these are 17mm, I think. One thing to notice when you do put these on is it will lower the front of your car by the amount you put on. So just be aware of that. I guess a good thing is if you want free lows, then it's a very cheap way of having lows. I wouldn't really recommend it, just lower your car properly. But if you do want to drop the car a little bit from standard with no real suspension changes, then the RCAs will do. So you get your RCAs in there. You obviously get your new mounting bolts. A couple of washers in there as well, and the adapters, which basically allow you to fit the caliper on there properly. That kit cost me about £120. Again, kits vary. You can get them from different places at different prices, but that's what it cost me. So these last bits are kind of supportive mods that it's kind of up to you what you want to do with them, really. So the first one you can get from any kind of automotive store. I got mine from Euro Car Parts. So I got 1.5 litres of brake fluid, just so we've got backup to swap over when we do it. 5.1 dot for the is200, and obviously you can get that wherever you want. Annoyingly enough, they only did half-litre bottles or 5, which is just ridiculous when you only want about 1.5 to 2. So we've just bought 3 singles. Another thing I've added as well from HEL is a set of lower braided hoses. So these sit around just under £50, and they're just basically a set of lower braided hoses to run to the caliper. I just went for these because I decided I think they look good, and at the end of the day, as I wanted to keep the car, I'm going to want to upgrade them as they go. So you come with the hoses, obviously, and you get a set of nuts and washers in that pack. That's just under 50 quid. And that's a HEL kit made especially for the is200. So that can also be fitted to standard calipers, I think. Forgot to say, the brake fluid again cost me approximately £13, but again, the prices fluctuate from what brand you go from, where you buy it from. The only other thing I will say, with any MTEC brake order, they send you a free copper grease tube. We always like freebies. And also, another thing to mention, which isn't probably going to be applicable to my car, I hope, but if you're running any alloys that fit almost identical to the standard alloy fitment on the is200, you're recommended to have a 15mm spacer, if not larger, to cover the brakes, because they're quite a lot wider. So I'm running a set of rotors, which are actually quite wide, but I've just got myself a set of 5mm spacers, just in case I need to push the wheel slightly out to fit the brakes in, but I think with mine, it should be okay. And one last thing, I haven't got them on me, but when we fit the brakes, I'm going to fit myself a set of, I think they're 5mm rack spacers. I can't really afford drift knuckles, and that's what you'd really go for if you want to kind of enhance the turning performance of your car. But in essence, I'm going to get those, we're going to stick them on the steering rack, and I'll give you a little feedback video as to what difference they make as well. So I'm really excited to get them on tomorrow, and I'll do a little follow-up video with how they go, what they're like, and what the next upgrades are. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more videos.